Just go step by step.
Yeah. The interesting thing is that I've been starting to read Aeon for the video channel, and at the beginning of his book about Aeon, the Aeon Lectures, Edinger talks about the three things you have to remember about reading Jung. Number one, he's smarter than you are. We're all Lilliputians compared to him. Number two, he thinks in clusters, not in one after another, right? And so he's talking about a psychic fact, which is like a fruitcake, and you have to get into it from different ways and try to figure out what the hell he's saying. And I mean, I tell you what, this reading Jung out loud for the video and then editing the video, holy shit, I'm really learning a lot. It's amazing. Because, you know, you may have read Answer to Job once, but now I've read it once or twice before, and now I've read it out loud, and now I've also edited those videos, so I've had to pay attention to what was being said, like phrase by phrase, and amazing how deep you get with it. It's just so powerful.
Do you find you have dreams or active imaginations about what you're reading there?
I certainly am. Yes.
You're having dreams?
I'm having dreams, definitely. I mean, I'm not trying for active imaginations right now, but I'm certainly having dreams. And they have nothing to do with my current troubles. They have to do with Jungian psychology.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your processing.
So it's extremely powerful. How many people in the world would read Jung out loud for video and then publish it online? Okay. Well, so far I'm the only one. I mean, there's no audible books of Answer to Job or Aeon or anything like that.
How are you putting them on? I guess YouTube. Are they separate from this forum?
Well, I'm doing them side by side, but I mean under the same YouTube channel. Oh. And I've created a playlist. I created a playlist for Answer to Job. It's called Answer to Job, a reading.
So that has a sequential number of programs?
That has every paragraph of Answer to Job from the forward to the end.
So if we want to review that, might be a good way to review it.
Yep, you could just pull it up on your iPhone and listen to it on your way to work.
Who works?
Pardon?
Who works?
Who works? Well, you could listen to it while you're painting the shutters.
There you go.
There you go.
I didn't work all day today, and I was really upset.
Tell you what, John, here's an idea for you. You really like Volume 7 of the Collected Works?
8.
8.
Wasn't it 8?
Well, it's 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like 11 myself.
I like 11, yeah. I like 11, but take your iPhone and do this and read it. It's an amazing experience, truly.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
And it's an interesting project, and you know, this group could sort of undertake a project of reading the collected works.
Well, are you videotaping yourself when you do that?
I'm video recording myself, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm editing. I'm using Wondershare to edit what I read because, you know, I have a bit of a speech impediment. So I can get in the middle of a sentence and all of a sudden I say, you know, and I mean, I was trying to read Aeon today, and there was one sentence that I had to read like 15 times before I got through it, because I would read something like, and Jesus said, like 15 times. But finally I got through it,
There's something Freudian about that.
I know. It's,
No, I think it's just a speech impediment.
cigar. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
Actually, if I were to do that, you might be able to put that on as another channel. Right?
Absolutely. Sure, I would do it as another playlist, and I would give you access to the channel so that you could put it on yourself in the channel. I could very easily tell you how to do it.
I actually have a very interesting book too, which is I've read most of this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I've read.
Right.
I've read most of her
That's
stuff.
got some good ones.
Yeah, and
She's usually pretty dry, but I've read everything. She's good enough to where I've read her. So.
yeah, she is very good. The Grail Legend, the book The Grail Legend is awesome. Well, it's Emma's book, but it was actually written by Marie-Louise von Franz. We're talking about a book called Fairy Tales by Marie-Louise von Franz, but here it is. Fairy Tales by Marie-Louise von Franz, but we're also talking about Emma Jung's life work, which was to write about the Grail legend. And Emma had never finished that book. And so after her death, Dr. Jung asked Marie-Louise von Franz to finish it. And it's an awesome book. It's truly awesome. It sat on my shelf for maybe 5 years before I read it. But when I read it, I was decapitated.
That's the real legend is the male journey, right? A man's journey through life.
Well, it's
more the masculine.
well, yeah, I suppose so. It's an individuation, but it includes the feminine because there's, feminine aspects of it, and it was written by 2 women. So there's certainly the feminine in it. And the point is that the Holy Grail is not a cup. It's not a physical thing. It's the self. The Holy Grail is being all you can be. It's the individuation process. And so if the cup is anything, it's empty because, I don't know, because what? We can talk about it at some point in this group. But right now we're in the middle of Answer to Job, so...